G'day guys and welcome to Raging Rhino. So today we had some breaking news come out of Lucasfilm that basically the Acolyte has been cancelled after just one season. Bon bon. It's a little bit unfortunate. This was dropped by deadline today. And of course, we were all anticipating the fact that they weren't going to do a second season. I honestly thought that they would go through with a second season because they left this so open for a second season that it feels like it was already slated and pretty much ready to greenlight. For me, I didn't really care though. This isn't bad news for me and it isn't good news for me. It's just news now coming out of Disney Star Wars. See, for me, I don't care whether or not they continue destroying what they've destroyed now. I do care. I care about Star Wars. But what we're actually seeing isn't Star Wars anymore. We haven't for a long time. But it doesn't matter. For me, it's just content for my channel that I can make and talk about and explain why I think it's shit and why I think that they're destroying lore, canon, and continuity. But the crazy thing about this announcement is when they actually did it. We just had D23 happen. Of course, Star Wars fans or Disney Star Wars fans were getting excited for Skeleton Crew. And of course, we had the hashtag going out there, Renew the Acolyte. They tried to run this massive campaign to try and basically get Lucasfilm to notice that fans out there really enjoyed it when actual Star Wars fans out there didn't actually enjoy it. Now, I want to just point something out to you because this next thing that I'm going to show you is actually quite funny. You can't see it here. This was announced at 9:20 a.m. for me here in Australia on the 20th, right? This tweet here, obviously just a fan account, Disney Star Wars seal, Disney Star Wars shill, says, "Happy birthday, Manny Jacinto. Jacinto plays Chimera and the Stranger, a Force-sensitive Sith in The Acolyte. Who's excited to see him return in The Acolyte Season 2? Hashtag Star Wars, hashtag Manny Jacinto, hashtag Chimera the Stranger, The Acolyte, and the hashtag Renew the Acolyte." This was posted at 4 a.m. 5 hours before they announced basically the cancellation of the show. We had fan accounts coming out really excited for a second season of The Acolyte. But again, the other thing too is, of course, the meltdown. The absolute meltdown from some of these people. I'm just going to go through some of them. Star Wars Celebration posted this 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Going absolutely crazy about this shit. Then you cancel his show on his birthday. I'm shook. And this was the announcement. This was obviously on Instagram. And it says, "We were excited for Manny to join the Star Wars family last year. And we are even more excited to have him back with us at Star Wars Celebration." I think that's Japan. So they post this, and of course, we get the announcement. And people are absolutely spurging. The shills, the seals, the very small minority of new Star Wars fans are going absolutely apeshit about this. Now, I don't understand why people do this and take a screenshot. Why wouldn't you just retweet the tweet? I mean, this tweet here, it's just a fan thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, it says, "As if you needed any more proof that Star Wars is finally appeasing the right-wing shills nowadays." The right-wing shills. Look, whether or not, this is the thing, they try to make this political. A lot of them do because they're retarded lefties that are just crazy nutbags. But especially for people, Star Wars is a worldwide thing, right? And your American politics, I mean, you've infiltrated countries like mine here in Australia with your bullshit terminologies and your politics and everything. And Australian politicians want to be American politicians so bad. I don't want to get into politics, but they try and make it political. Right-wingers, I could guarantee you there is at least one lefty out there that hated The Acolyte because it wasn't Star Wars. Anyway, moving right along, we have Alec here. I'm so surprised. Like, I've shown a couple here already, and not yet we've got one with pronouns in the bio. I will say we do definitely have one coming up. but I would expect all of these people to have pronouns in their bio. Anyway, the Acolyte being cancelled is just another example of toxic internet hate. The show never got a chance to breathe, and half the people hating on it never even watched an episode. It's not my favorite piece of Star Wars content, but it certainly didn't deserve to be axed. I think, again, just based on the fact that real Star Wars fans came out, like, these people just want to see Oshimir. They just want to see the political messaging that was in this, the diversity and the representation, and of course the shipping. That none of what they want to see has anything to actually do with Star Wars. It's all got to do with just wanting to see this, the next one. And this is the one where we finally get pronouns in the bio. 30 and she, her. Whoop-de-fucking-do. No one cares and no one needs to know. You look like a she, her. Anyway, they cancelled the Acolyte because they can't stand the sight of two hot people of color holding hands, but I will always remember. Like, this is not what people had a complaint with. I mean, some people had a bit of a complaint with this scene. It had more to do with the fact that what are they doing standing there looking at a sunset? Are we just trying to plagiarize like this entire series was, just one big plagiarize of other better things, not just Star Wars? You got Matrix and Crouching Tiger in there, and you've got The Fugitive in there, and all these other things. It's just all better stuff. But, you know, to say that it's just all of these people that can't stand seeing two hot people of color holding hands, like, okay, whatever. And that's pretty much it. That's all I've really got. I did want to show this really quickly. This was just a photo that I saw on Twitter today, and I'm like, why does Leslie Headland always wear her pajamas to a red carpet event? Like, I don't understand. Do lesbians not have a fashion sense or anything? Like, I understand that your partner definitely looks like the feminine one in the relationship, but even still, to be wearing stuff like that, and if you remember her on at Star Wars Celebration last year, like, what is that? What are you actually wearing? Anyway, let me know. Why does she wear pajamas? Anyway, the fact that they've cancelled this is hilarious to me. I wouldn't have cared whether or not they did it again. It was great for my channel. I did get a good amount of growth and explosion out of it, so it was good for that. Of course, we are going to be covering Skeleton Crew and continuing to cover Disney Star Wars moving forward. And I want to make it clear that there is a very clear distinction between Star Wars and Disney Star Wars. And they've just cancelled one of their Disney Star Wars projects. Who cares? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.